What's a compliment and an insult at the same time? Back in the 1980s, New Zealand's Prime Minister said that anyone who chose to emigrate from New Zealand to Australia could be proud that they were raising the average IQ of both countries. That's actually a pretty good burn. Wow, you smell a lot nicer than usual. It's a good thing you're so pretty. Ah yeah, old lady snark. Oh honey. You're not pretty enough to be such a bitch. Real Phyllis Lapin Vance vibes. Close your mouth, sweetie, you look like a trout. I wish I had the confidence to wear that. Aw, I love how you'll just wear anything. Have you lost weight? I love that you're not paper thin anymore. I can see that you're trying. When someone shows you something they worked hard on, and it's the only positive thing you can think of to say. I can see what you were going for here. Lamau, I got this exact comment when I was trying to go vegan and made some food for a friend. Honestly, he was being pretty generous. You speak English so well. Yeah, because it's my native ducking language. Asian American here. Whoa, you don't have an accent at all. Verbatim convo in a Texas airport. You're from out of town, right? You have a New York accent, do I really? Yeah, just moving here after college. Oh, where'd you go to college? Back in your country? Where do you think I got a New York accent from? Where are you from? New York. But where are you really from? I was born in Ohio but moved to New York during middle school. Where are your parents from? Paraphrasing an episode of Crazy XGF and using random states because I forgot which ones they were. New Mexico, I knew you weren't American Ducks runs. My auntie once said to me, you know, you used to be a bit funny looking as you were growing up but you have turned into a really handsome chap. I really didn't know what to make of that, if I should be happy or offended. You're the best, I don't care what they say about you. My friend used to lob this backhanded compliment joke burn, hey I stood up for you. They said you weren't fit to sleep with pigs. But god damn it, I said you were. I mean, have you seen the conditions we factory farm pigs in? I doubt they'd even notice your smell. You're very beautiful for your age. Or I can tell you were beautiful when you were younger. I got you're looking pretty good for a guy in their 40s. Well, that's nice I guess, but I was 35 at the time. Thanks, I'm sure guys in their 40s wish they were my age. You're the son I never had. Thanks, Dad. You've grown into the son I never wanted. That's tough. I always get wow, we used to think you were a real bitch but you're actually really nice. From friends at some point. It makes me so sad that I'm a naturally shy person around a new group of people. It makes me so self-conscious when I meet new people because I know that line and its variants will eventually be said again. I'm the same way and I've also had people say that same thing to me. It sucks that my shyness gets perceived as me being stuck up or bitchy but I can't help it frown. I always get, I didn't know you were so edgy, you come off as super polite bitch. I'm both, thank you. Exousia see me good sir, would you kindly duck off? You look so much nicer now. Ducking this. I had a teacher in high school tell me, in front of the class, how much better I look since putting on a little weight. I had always been super skinny but had put on 20 pounds that year because my doctor was trying out depression meds on me after my dad died. Fuck you, lady. I love how you'll just wear anything, John Mulaney. Ha ha, that high-waisted man has feminine hips. No, that's the thing I'm sensitive about. You're pretty bright for someone that has, insert any disability here. Or when they tell you you're so brave, as such an inspiration for simply existing. Gee, good to know that me doing groceries with a brace on inspires you too. What exactly? To virtue signal to people I don't care about online. Exceeds expectations. You look like your mother father. There was a girl I knew in high school, and her dad was a firefighter. Never seen him before while in high school. One day, years later, while I'm in college, local college in the same town, he and another firefighter come into the class to talk to us. I forget about what, not important. I didn't even need to hear his name before I immediately noticed who it was. Poor girl got absolutely zero of her genes from her mom. Not that she was ugly, but I can't even imagine how often she hears, "Wow, you look exactly like your dad." You're pretty foreign, insert ethnicity, girl. Oh wow, you're very exotic looking. Was your father a GI or? I loved getting this one as a kid-teen. Because my dad was a GI, my mom is Asian, but not from the country he was deployed to. They loved to say I look exotic, so I would purposely lead them down a confusing path to force them to finally ask, "So how did your parents meet?" I don't know what they ever really expected to hear, that he rescued her from a brothel in Thailand? That she decided to just leave Vietnam and come along for the ride? That he brought her back to the States as a trophy? That she spoke no English, wore rags for clothes, and he bravely saved her from the third world out of the goodness of his heart? Hashtag my mom is Chinese and they met at a diner on the highway in New Jersey. Your dick is bigger than all of your French brothers. You're so brave for wearing that dress. As a dude, I don't mind hearing that though, smile. But maybe the word brave is not the best route. Maybe your dress looks beautiful on you, etc. is a bit less loaded. Therese the classic, I don't care what they say about you, you're alright. You're alright is bad enough, it's like telling someone who's doing their best that it could be worse or it's good enough. Bless your heart. I see we have someone from the South on here. He's a nice guy. AKA he's shit at his job. On the other hand, that's often still a good coworker on the balance. The morale bonus from having someone on board who's a pleasure to be around can be worth more than having someone who's real good at whatever the project is. Musicians in particular can often get gigs by being a good hang rather than being an exceptional player. Yeah, you can play, we can all play, they can all play, but you're someone we want around when we're hauling our shit across town and cooling our heels for 4 hours waiting for our stage time. The morale bonus from having someone on board who's a pleasure to be around can be worth more than having someone who's real good at whatever the project is. I remember having this one trainee who was kind of struggling with the materials, lagging a little behind the curve throughout most of the training. But he was such a positive influence on the rest of the batch, I argued that he should be allowed to pass. Besides, passing was 80 and he got a 79. A year later, he's an assistant team leader, doing a great job and having a measurably positive impact on the performance of his team. People often underestimate the value of a good team player. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve, Bilbo Baggins. I hope your day is as pleasant as you are. I didn't think you were pretty without a mask. To be fair, I find that the opposite is true. Most people look better with mask on, because eyes are beautiful. And you can see inside them. But with the mask off you get distracted by the quirky mouth, angular nose, wrinkles, or whatever, that seems to tell you something about their personality but actually don't. It was often really surprising having first met someone with a mask on to then see them with it off. Surprising but also strangely intimate. You put this all so perfectly. I've been working at a hospital through this whole thing, and whenever I get a glimpse of someone maskless I feel strangely connected to them. And yes, almost everyone is beautiful in a mask. Makes you really appreciate how much can be said with one's eyes. You and I, we're the same. I'm like you, I have no name, disappears in optical camouflage.